hope you're ready for an emotional roller coaster and probably some spoilers. Not quite sure. Hola! Welcome to this week's video, and today I'm actually really excited because I can finally talk a lot about this because it's finally out. I wanted to do this thing because it's something that I usually do when I read a book and then I watch the movie about the book, and it's something that I really want to do because it's something that I like to do. So today I'm gonna be doing a movie versus the book about Fault in Our Stars. So this is quite a popular topic, well, probably not just quite, but a very popular topic right now. And I talked about how I bought the book, but I read it and then I watched the movie and it was... So if you read the book and then watched the movie, you know what I mean. And if you just watch the movie, then probably you have a clue. So today I'm going to talk about the book, the movie, and how they both relate or how they change. The book is amazing. I just want to tell you guys, if you haven't read it, you don't know what you're missing. It's easy to read because you get, like, you fall in the story, you get caught in the story, so you easily read it if you like it, which is probably, I think, 99% of the people who read it liked it. John Green is just an amazing writer and he's just amazing. I mean, he has a YouTube channel, right? But the point is that the book is really good and the story is really emotional and inspirational at the same time because it shows you how even people in the hardest situations, which in this case is people with cancer, they still can, like, enjoy the good things in life. And I think that's the main message in the book or in the story, that even though you're in the hard situation, you can still enjoy the good things in life and you don't need to have a perfect life to enjoy them. I think that's the main message of the story. And the point is, as in one interview, as Albert said, it's not about them having cancer, it's more about their love story and everything they have to go through their love story. So I think that's the main point. So if they didn't have cancer, it would probably still be a great book. But I think that it also gives this message of enjoying life, even through the hardest times. Yeah, I got so inspirational right there. Then, the movie. Okay, here it goes. These 2 hours of suffering, and suffering probably in a good way. And probably you're thinking, how can you suffer in a good way? Okay, if you read the book before watching the film, you're gonna start crying since the beginning. I started crying since the first time Isaac showed up, which was like probably in not even the first 20 minutes of the film. I started crying and then I cried throughout all the movie, and then I started laughing and smiling, but then I remembered how it ends and everything, and I was like, no! So I started crying again. So the movie is really good. I mean, if you don't read the book, it's still a really good movie, but I think that if you read the book before, it's even better because there are a lot of things that are not shown in the movie and they really help you to create a bigger background and you can understand better the story. So if you don't read the book, or if you read the book after, probably you'll be a bit more disappointed because you're like, why didn't they show this in the movie, or stuff like that. So if you don't read the book, I think still the film is amazing. It has, I mean, technically talking, the use of colors, the soundtrack is so amazing. When I first listened to the soundtrack, I was like, I wasn't really sure. I mean, I don't want to talk about names of songs, but there is this song that I wasn't particularly sure about. I was like, where can they put this in the movie? And then they put it when they arrived to Amsterdam, and it's such a happy song, like energetic and stuff. So I think it was perfect for that moment because that was like the happiest moment, because the thing they dreamed about happened. So I think it was really good, really good song for that moment. So I think first the soundtrack is amazing, the use of color is amazing. They use really bright colors when they have to and really dark colors when they have to, and also the lightning. I mean, it was really good how they brought these characters from a book to life. I mean, they're still fiction, if you want to call them like that, but it makes them more real, and I think they did it in a really amazing way. At first I wasn't really sure about the actors they chose. I mean, I love Ansel, I love Nat, and I have a love-hate relationship with Shay, but I wasn't really sure, I wasn't totally sure about that. But when I watched the movie, I was like, yeah, I cannot imagine anyone else doing those characters. And I think it was really important that they love the story, they also respect the story and the readers. So I think that they also gave like a very personal touch to characters, and I think that is really amazing. The scenarios are amazing, and oh my gosh, Peter Van Houten, oh my gosh, props to you. It was just amazing. I didn't imagine him like that, but he really was Peter Van Houten. And that actor, I don't remember his name, but I've seen him in other movies and I wasn't really sure, but oh my gosh, he's an amazing Peter Van Houten. Oh my god, that is amazing. And yeah, so the movie is just amazing by itself. You need to go watch it if you haven't, and it's out in theaters now, so go watch it. I don't know what you're waiting for. So it's amazing. And now I get to the more critical part of the video where I compare the book with the movie. First of all, as it is based on the book, you'll have to keep in mind that it's not going to be 100% the book, because still you cannot, it's really hard, or I don't make movies, but I think it's really hard to bring a book like 100% to real life, because books totally depend on people's imaginations. Like, each person can create their own book, their own characters, their own scenarios based on the same story. So I also think that it is really hard to bring a book to a movie, because everyone has their different image on the character scenarios and everything. So first of all, I think that is something really hard, but at the same time I think they achieved it. I don't want to say they did the book 100%, and I think they made it on a probably 95-97%. Yeah, probably 97% of the book, which is amazing, because if you love the book, then you love the movie, which is great. So they missed some parts. I was talking to a friend I watched it with, and she told me, oh no, they didn't mention Gus's ex-girlfriend. That character gives him like a bit more sense to his story. So I think it would be nice to mention her, but they didn't. But the story is not lost without her, but still would be a nice touch. And also, there's this part when they arrive at the airport and Gus goes to McDonald's and Hazel's like, oh no, he's afraid of people seeing him with me. And in that point, this little girl goes to Hazel and asks her about her oxygen tank and her tubes, and she tries them on, and I think that was a really sweet moment in the book, and they didn't show it in the movie. And then when I was searching, because John Green was supposed to have a cameo on the movie, and I was searching about in which part he was gonna be, and it turns out he was gonna be like in that part that I mentioned. The mom of the girl apologizes to Hazel, and in the movie it was gonna be the girl's dad, and he was gonna be John Green, but they deleted the scene, and I was like, no. I mean, still the story continues, and it's not something that makes you not understand the movie, but still it was a really nice touch. And then it was John Green's cameo, so it was amazing, but they didn't show it. And also, what I really loved about the movie is that first, when they have their little love scene, Hazel, well, no, before, when they are talking about going to Amsterdam for the first time, before Gus tells Hazel that he's a virgin, and he draws these little circles, and in the movie they showed it, and then when they have their love scene, Hazel draws them in a different way. So I think that it was really nice that they showed them. I mean, still, it was a really nice touch, and it's such a nice sweet little thing in the book, and it's so simple, but still it makes the people who read the book like a bit more, I don't know. I felt that it was such a simple thing that mattered a lot for the readers, and it was really nice that it was shown in the movie, because I think it showed that the people who made the movie really wanted to keep the readers happy, because most of the people already had read the book. So in order for the movie to be successful, I think it really mattered on the people who read the book, because most of the people had already read the book, and I think it was really nice that such little details they kept them in the movie. And one thing that I really loved is this shirt that Hazel wears to meet Peter Van Houten. I mean, I was hoping that they really put it in the movie, because it relates the book of Imperial Affliction, and it shows how she's like a fangirl and stuff. So I was really liking that, because let's be real, when you read a book and you really like it, you start fangirling about everything that happens around the book. So I think that the fact that Hazel was fangirling about a book and she's meeting the author, it like connects different worlds, and I think that is really amazing, because it really shows like a real life situation, and that thing just really, I think, brings down together different worlds, like the real world and the fiction world, with that inner fiction world in the fiction world, if that makes sense. So I mean, you're reading The Fault in Our Stars and you read about Hazel, and in the book Hazel is reading about Imperial Affliction, and she loves that book so much that it means the world to her. So if you read The Fault in Our Stars and the book means the world to you, it's like a kind of similar situation. I really liked that about the book, and they really showed it in the movie, so I was really happy with that. And yeah, this is getting so long and I'm getting so here, so I think I'm gonna end it here. So in conclusion, the book is amazing and the film is amazing. It was, I think they really made justice to the book, because I would have been really mad if it wasn't as good as the book, but it was amazing. They really kept the essence of the book and of the story, and I think it really helped them that John Green wasn't set with them helping them. I think that really helped our imaginations come to life, and it was amazing. And if you read the book, you'll be really happy if you watch the movie, because it brings your imagination to life, and you can see it with like hundreds of people in the cinema, and I think it's just amazing that you can share that. But still, yeah, I'm happy about that, but I was really sad. I cried the whole movie. So if you go watch it, if you haven't watched it, go with some tissues, just be ready, because you're gonna cry a lot. And yes, just be ready for that. And I think also if you read the book, you're gonna cry more than the usual people, because if you cried with the book, you're gonna cry way more with the movie, because you're seeing it. It's not just you thinking it and reading it, you're seeing it. So seeing it or watching it. So I think, so be ready, you're gonna cry, but you're also gonna laugh. So the movie itself and the book itself are an emotional roller coaster. So be ready for that. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna smile, you're gonna break in tears. So be ready for that. So just go watch it, go enjoy it, and I hope you like this video. I honestly would love to make another video like this, because I get so intense, because it's something that I really like. So if there is a book that has turned into a movie, and you want me to talk about that, make sure you leave it in the comments down below. I'm gonna leave the link to my Twitter and my Instagram down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will see you next week. And until then, live your best life today. And yes, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know where that is from, then bonus points. So live your best life today, okay? I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week, and I will see you next time. Bye. It's amazing. John Grease bonus points for that, as it is based on the movie. We all have to based on the movie, and it says ceci n'est pas un pipe.